everyone. It's been a long time since I made a video review for a bow, and today we have a really premium bow, the Turkish Monolith by Nawalny from Poland. I actually received this bow for I think 2 months now, but I never had the time to do the review, so today it is. Alright, so first of all, I have to say that this is a really expensive bow. In fact, it's so expensive that I wasn't really willing to pay for the art, and I only paid for the basic model with the he call this the horn effect. So I ordered the basic model with the horn effect, and Lucas actually decided to give me this calligraphy painting stuff here as a gift. So wow, this is amazing. This is a really amazing artwork here, but yeah, it's expensive. I would not be able to afford the painting if he didn't give me as a gift. So thank you very much, Lucas, for this gift here. Okay, so let us look into this bow in closer details. We'll start off with the tips as usual. I'll start with the tips. Can we zoom in here to have a closer look? Okay, so the tips here. I'm not sure if you can see, but I have no idea what this piece is. I think that this is wood. This is a piece of wood, maybe a burl or something. It looks beautiful. It has this wavy pattern here, which I think is wood, but I have no exact idea what this is. And beneath this layer, I believe it's carbon, 3K carbon, because I can see a little bit of it, but not very clear, to reinforce the tip. And then over here, we have a piece of leather to cushion this string knock area here. So in his very early work, the leather would come off very easily, but after 2 months, like I said, this piece hasn't come off yet. So this time it seems that it is very well glued. Okay, now the shape of this bow. The tip of the ear is actually, in my opinion, fairly long for a Turkish bow. Most Turkish bow would be about this short, and this one here is pretty long. So when you draw this bow, it has this, maybe you can call it a let-off effect, similar to that of a Manchu bow. The Manchu bow, when you draw, as the string lifts off the bridge, you can feel a reduction in weight, a reduction in stress. So this is what you'll feel in this bow. The moment you draw this bow and the string lifts off the bridge, you can feel there is a change in tension. Okay, so this thing I think is something that needs to be mentioned, because you cannot achieve this length without the material that goes into this bow. Because in most cases with such a length, your bow becomes unstable, it will twist very easily. But in this case, the Monolith can achieve such length because the limb is crazy thick. This limb is very thick. Like, look at my finger and look at that limb. Okay, this is about 8 or 9 millimeters, very thick. So it's very, very twist resistant, and that's why he can do this sia here, this ear here, this length, no problem with twist. Next, on the belly side of the sia, this piece of wood is beautiful. So like most of the time, like okay, in the case of spearmint, it is flat. This is actually rounded. This is convex. I think it's called convex or concave, whatever, convex. Yeah, this is a convex wood, and it's very beautiful.
I'm not sure you can see, it's actually rounded, nice touch. And of course the artwork is also amazing, but I want to talk about artwork later. On this side here, the bridge, I've seen cases where Nawalny actually put a piece of leather, but in my case, this unit here came in with I think this is horn. No idea what this is. It could be wood, I don't know. But I'm just thinking that this is horn. This is a hard piece of horn. There is good and bad in this case, but I'll talk about the difference later. Okay, now let's look at the limb. Like I said just now, this is thick. This is crazy thick. The so-called monolith technology has to do more with the layerings in this limb. So on the outside here, it's 3K carbon. You can actually see there's this 3K carbon effect beneath the artwork. Hopefully it catches on the video. Okay. And inside, there is very minimal amount of wood or bamboo. So the idea is these natural material, they break down very quick. So Nawalny replaced them with synthetic materials. I have no idea what material goes inside, but well, he calls it a secret, a trade secret, so whatever it is. It's a secret material inside, combination of many synthetic material to produce this limb. The result is very, very twist resistant, so you don't have to worry too much about twisting the bow with wrong stringing and twisting the bow. No problem with this bow. Sometimes you cut through the bow, no problem, it doesn't twist. So yeah, that goes for the limb. Okay, there is a disadvantage to this particular configuration. You see, when they replace the wood or bamboo with this synthetic material, the density of this bow actually went up. So this bow is actually quite heavy. It feels like the weight of two laminated bows is pretty hefty. Okay, so if you don't get the tailoring balanced out, well, expect some hand shock. Okay, but luckily, I think Nawalny do a really good job at the tailoring. So at least on my unit, I don't feel any hand shock. So very well done. The limbs actually balance out, but there is a small amount of vibration. Okay, in my unit, there is a small amount of vibration. But this vibration is not necessarily a bad thing. So I have to explain exactly what do I mean by this vibration. So first of all, is that hand shock refers to the tiller not balanced and it will cause a kick in the hand, a very powerful and painful kick in the hand. It's absent on this bow. There is no hand shock. Okay. Vibration is more to the imbalanced limb, and after the shot it will kind of wobble like that. In this case, you can see this is actually very, very sturdy, no wobbling. So just now when I said vibration, it's more towards the string oscillation. So after the shot, because it's using a hard bridge here, the horn bridge on both sides, so the vibration in the string, the oscillation of the string, has nowhere to go, and you will feel some oscillation, vibration in the hand that feels like this, like that. So after the shot, the string takes some time to dissipate its energy, and in this case, it actually felt like a Marina Ming Moon 4, where after the shot, you can feel the string oscillating, and it transfers that small oscillation through the limb into the handle. Very, very minor. It doesn't get in the way or anything, but it's just that you're gonna feel that after the shot, no hand shock, but you can feel the string buzzing. Okay, so I have seen Nawalny posting photos of another bow he made for his customer, where he actually replaced this piece with a leather. I believe that the leather piece may actually be better, because then the string will have somewhere to dissipate the energy and it will not travel to the handle. Okay, but anyway, this bow is still awesome even though there is some string oscillation. This part here is artificial sinew. It's actually quite well done. Like you can see, it's very neat and tidy. Neat and tidy. Okay, well done. He put some effort into actually doing this. Okay, now the handle. This is leather. I have no idea whether this is sheep or lamb or cow leather. Not exactly sure, but it's spiral in this way, and I do not want to damage the bow, so I just put this wrapping here to protect the bow. But Nawalny actually prefers a aged look, so he will intentionally sand the leather so that it looks rough and aged. I hope it catch on the camera. Aged effect that Nawalny actually prefers. But if you do not like him to sand the bow, tell him when you order the bow that you do not want it to be sanded. But I think that his choice matches the bow well, because the aged handle goes well with the sinew wrapping, and the wood here, it all goes well. And of course I have to go and show you the art that he has here. I mean, this is a gift, right? So I have to show it. Okay, very, very nice. I think it's gold ink. Very beautiful. Even here, even the ears here, very nice. And it goes all the way down the side. Oh, very beautiful. And now the horn effect. Oh, this horn effect is amazing. This is not a horn bow. This is not a horn bow, okay? But this here on the belly is good enough to really trick you into that. You would think that this is horn bow, but it's not. It's well done. Okay. Yeah. Definitely, when you buy this bow, go for the horn effect. It's amazing. Yeah. Look here. He even has this very beautiful drawing here. I like this one. It's just a simple piece here, but it is a nice touch. Okay, let's look from a bit further. Oh, this bow is amazing. Wow. Okay, so there are, however, some, I would say, small things that I will still pick on, because I am a very fussy person that likes to nitpick on small, minor defects. Okay, of course it's not a big one, but if we look from this side, we can see that the bridge here is not perfectly symmetric. Okay, not perfectly symmetric. Of course, it doesn't affect the bow in any way, but I'm just being a jerk here, that trying to pick on small details, imperfections, but it shows that this is handmade. This whole bow here is handmade. So yeah, the price that you pay is because this artwork here, this masterpiece here, the entire thing here is handmade. Okay, so yeah, do expect very, very minor imperfection, because human makes small mistakes. If you do not like for example, like this case, slight asymmetry from carving the horn, go for the leather bridge, because horn is a hard material and it's not easy to carve it to be perfectly symmetric. So I think he did a really good job already, because on the other side, This one is okay, it's not bad. It's just on this side, it's a little bit up and down, a little bit difference. The handle, not very clear, but the bottom is slightly larger, slightly, maybe 1 or 2 mil wider than the top. It's just small amount so that when you hold the bow, it's very comfortable. For me, I am like 5'7". I don't think I'm very large and I don't think I'm very small, I'm just average. And this bow sits in my hand, very nice. It sits perfectly, I don't even have to look at it. This hold, you can see every time I hold at this level, very consistent. I'm gonna look at it, just gonna hold like this, and see, very consistent. Okay, very consistent grip. So the shape here, and here helps with a consistent grip. Okay. In terms of the draw, this bow is a 47.5-inch length from here, tip to tip, 47.5-inch. It has a maximum draw length of 30 inches and the brace height here is 19 centimeters or 7.5-inch brace height. The draw is smooth. This unit here is 37 pounds at 28 inch. I have not been shooting very much, so I have been degrading. But anyway, this bow is still smooth. Okay, I'm gonna draw as far as I can. Like I think this is 30 inches. So the bow itself is very smooth to draw. It doesn't have stack until 30 inches. It doesn't feel any stack. I'm not sure if it stacks beyond 30 inch, but up to 30 inch, which is the specification of the bow, it does not stack. Very smooth. Okay, you can see how the shape changes. Okay, the shooting feel, it is, because the bow is fairly dense. It has a hefty weight. The limbs are quite dense. So when you shoot this bow, there is a very powerful, confident thrust going forward. It will kind of like, I don't know how to explain, but both limbs go together and it gives a very good launch to the arrow. It feels very powerful in the hand, but there is no hand shock. So usually you feel that, usually you expect a bow with this kind of physical weight and that kind of thrust to have hand shock, but in this case, no. It just go forward with a powerful launch and then there's no hand shock. But there is the slight buzzing of the string, like that, after the shot, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some shooting, and you can observe how the bow react. So let's do some shots. I have one arrow, unfortunately, only one arrow, so let's do this. So I'm going to observe the shape of the bow and how it actually reacts after the shot. So in terms of speed, I think this bow is considered fast. It has a very powerful thrust. I just think, because I do not have a chrono, I was shooting this arrow here, which is this is about 400 grains, and this is 37 pounds. That would be slightly more than 10 grain per pound. The speed feels around 190, I think. Okay, I'm not exactly sure about this.
28-inch draw, but it feels powerful. For details of speed, you can refer back to Lucas or Armin. He has a video doing chrono with the bow, although his one is a hybrid model, but I think the performance-wise is about the same. However, the main selling point of this bow, according to Lucas, is durability. So without the wood core or minimal amount of natural core going in here, the bow is supposed to last very long, and he intends to put a very high warranty on this, but I'm not sure his plan. You have to ask him for the details of the warranty, but the last time that he told me, he intends to have very good warranty on the Monolith technology.